Welcome back, trainers! So we're going to be taking a look at one of the hardest grunts that I've ever went up against. I actually had to strategize and pick the correct team to go in there. It was ridiculous. And we're also going to be looking at all of these CPs for the Team Rocket grunts, so you have an understanding of what's going on. Because for some of them, it doesn't really display a number because it's too big. And also over here on the Pokemon Go Twitter page, it's now Team Go Rocket. It has been hijacked, and they have been going off the wall with tweets, guys. You may already know this, but it's going on. And now, 7/28, which is today, and it's probably happening right now in your area. We were wondering what's going to happen. What's Team Rocket going to do? Are we going to see Giovanni? Are they going to be taking over gyms? Unfortunately not. What is going to be happening is every Pokestop in your local time from 4 to 5 p.m. is going to become a Team Rocket stop. So, I mean, that's cool, but I was expecting something a little bit bigger here. They might build up for something else. We'll just have to wait and see. And then they do go on to say a few things about, would you join Team Go Rocket? Very interesting words to say there. Are they hinting towards, are we going to be getting a new team? I don't know. Now, I did put this tweet out a couple of days ago. This is a commenter on my video. He left this, and I decided to tweet it out because it was a very interesting idea. So basically, Giovanni will be replacing the professor as the person that you send candies to and who prompts you on whatever is happening. That'd be quite interesting. What do you guys think? Would you join Team Go Rocket? Do you think that this is going to actually happen, or is this just wishful thinking? Apparently, a lot of you like this idea, so I would absolutely love it as well. The only problem is I already know a lot of people would actually probably join Team Go Rocket. And then you also have the people who have changed their teams recently with the new medallion in the shop, allowing you to pick whatever team you want. But it's going to have a cost, obviously, and also it's going to take 1 year for you to actually be able to switch teams again. So the people who just recently did switch teams are not going to be able to go back into a new team, but I don't even know, guys. I don't even know if this is going to actually happen. And in a previous video, I was going over the fact that you may want to save your starter Pokemon, the purified ones. Possibly you have a great IV for PvP or just a 100% IV, and you want to get that community day move on it. But here's the dilemma that I've re-thought about. So you do have return, and when you evolve them, it stays return. And it'll go all the way up into its last stage. Now, how are we going to actually get the community day move if it does that? Are we going to be able to purchase a second move and then evolve it from its stage 1 into the stage 2 to receive that blast burn on possibly Charizard, frenzy plant on Venusaur, or hydro cannon on Bulbasaur, or should I say Blastoise? Who knows? But I just wanted to point that out. So don't just hoard these up. It seems like they're going to be readily available, these Go Rocket stops, so there's no real need to, hoard all of these for a future community day. Unless you had a 100, then it's worth giving it a shot when the time does come around. Now, I did get my badge up to silver for the Purified. It did cost quite a bit of Stardust, but in the long run, it's going to be worth it. Because like we were going over, one of the benefits of doing these tasks, or at least bringing these badges up, is going to be getting more Premier Balls, so you can have a better opportunity to catch that Pokemon that you're going up against. Now, hitting 100 is realistic. Hitting 1,000 stops is absolutely crazy. So once I get this to silver, I'm going to be happy. Obviously, I'm going to keep going, but 1,000, I'll get there eventually. And if you're thinking, okay, is this whole Team Rocket stop just an event? Is it going to be gone soon? Well, I'd imagine at 1,000 here that they're going to keep them around. They're not going to be all over the place like they usually are, especially for this 1 hour period that we have later today. But I do believe that they're just going to simply stay in the game as a feature from now on, hopefully. And let's talk about something else really quick before we look at the CP and this extremely hard grunt that I did go up against, which was absolutely nuts. Can we possibly see Giovanni coming and taking over gyms? Yes, we went over this already. Let's just hope so, because that would be quite amazing. Takes it over with his, say, gym team, all right? He's usually going to be using ground type Pokemon. So that would be quite interesting, as well as a armored Mewtwo on his side, maybe a Shadow Mewtwo, Shadow Lugia, More than likely a Shadow Mewtwo. That would be quite amazing, but I don't know about all that. It's more realistic to have him use the Armor Mewtwo with a ridiculous CP, making it extremely hard for you to beat. Hopefully that'll come in the future, because this seems quite a bit of tweets and the campaign that they're pushing for Team Rocket just to have them spawn for 1 hour. There's going to be more than that. We're going to see more coming down the line. Hopefully more Team Rocket clothes, kind of like the Jesse and James style, the white outfits, maybe a Giovanni outfit. Who knows? But this is actually getting very interesting. I was a little bit disappointed when I heard the news of them just having the Pokestops for 1 hour. I was like, are you kidding me? That's really the build up here? But there's no way. That's just a piece of what we're probably going to be seeing here. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the CP of the Grunts Pokemon, so you have an understanding as to how strong they really are here. Alright, so we are over here on Pokebattler. I will be leaving a link in the description so you can go and check out all of the Grunt CP yourself. Now, currently, this is what we are going to be encountering. We are definitely going to be seeing them have new Pokemon in the future as it rolls out more and more. But right now, let's go ahead and go over the current CPs here for Blastoise. We're not going to go over their attack and defense. You can clearly see that. We'll go over a few here, but the Blastoise CP is going to be between 8,522 and 8,968. Ridiculous. Charizard, which is going to be fairly easy to take down if you're using rock-type Pokemon. It's no problem. But if you do not pick the correct types going up against them, if you're not paying attention to the phrases that they're saying before battle, indicating what types that they will have. These waters are treacherous, don't tangle with us, coiled and ready for action, or something like that, ready to strike. You will be able to counter them significantly and just take them down with no problem. And remember to pick the Master Party so you can go in there and just completely wipe them out. If you want a challenge, go in there with the Great League. Alright, so Charizard CP, massive, and then Dragonair CP, not too bad, but the Dragonite, let's look at this here. I did have to go up against one of these, as well as I do believe 2 Snorlax is the grunt that we're going to be taking a look at. And if you're thinking to yourself, oh, well, what did you go up against? The Snorlax with Lick? Now, this one had Zen Headbutt, and it was absolutely crazy. So the Dragonite CP potential here is 13,234, between that and 13,793. So that's pretty ridiculous. That's like raid boss almost. And then looking at the Snorlax, we have 11,207 and then 11,732, which is a pretty big number as well. And then for the Venusaur there, and then the various different attacks. So the attack on the Dragonite is going to be 610. Wow, that's pretty high there. And then the second highest between all of these is going to be Charizard. Yeah. But Charizard, like we went over, it's not going to be too big of a deal. If you're using like Tyranitar with Smackdown, just completely demolishing it. And then we have the smaller Pokemon here with still great CP. And if you get caught up not using the right types, you could find yourself in a big trouble, especially going up against the Zubats, the Golbats, and the Crobats. If you pick like Psychic type Pokemon, you're like, yeah, here we go, gonna take him out with my Mewtwo Confusion, which will do the job easily. But if they do have Bite, it will be tearing into your Mewtwo's. But if you did have like 3 Mewtwo's, you should be fine. You probably could just make it through with just 1, to be honest with you. And then the Zubat there. So I just wanted to bring you these numbers regarding the CP here. Pretty crazy, and I can't wait till we get some new Pokemon introduced here, other than just like, Rattata, Zubat, and things like that. But that's all right. It's a new feature. So like I said, I will be leaving a link in the description so you can go ahead and check them out yourself. All right, trainer. So this is, to my belief, the hardest grunt to go up against here. So the phrase is going to be "winning is for winners." Got it. All right. So we have no idea what it is going to be, but at this point, as you can see, that fainted Machamp, I did already try this. This is probably going to be my 4th attempt, because I was kind of undermining the potential that this grunt did have here with the Snorlax and the Dragonite. So Zen Headbutt is what is going to be on both of these Snorlax here, and Machamp just got wiped out just immediately. So I was thinking to myself, right, what can I go in here that's fighting but still can survive a little bit longer than the Machamp? Seeing that Lucario is going to be part Steel type, not taking super effective damage, but still a little bit squishy here, maybe we can get through it with it. And yes, that worked out just nicely. And then I do have the Machamp in the back, and as well as the Togekiss to handle that Dragonite. So we're going to get to this Power Punch, and this is PvP. So I will be getting that attack boost. This is not gyms, this is not raids. So the attack boost is here. So I do get the attack boost, and after you do your charge move, they kind of sit there for a minute, and I'm able to get to another power-up punch. I was like, what is this? What is this craziness? Yes, I didn't hit excellent. I got great, but that actually was helping me out, so I'm able to finish it off with counters, and I'm able to hit that Dragonite with power-up punch and do a little bit of damage here. Just chip damage, and then the Togekiss is going to come in here and absolutely just sweep. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, just doing a little bit more there, and it's staying still after you use your charge, almost able to get to another power-up punch. Gonna go ahead and throw in this Togekiss, and it does have charm, of course, and that's what you're definitely gonna want going up against it, and it's just eating through it while I'm taking reduced damage because Togekiss is nice and tanky here and resisting those dragon moves. Alright, down it goes, and in comes the Snorlax second one with Zen Headbutt. Absolutely ridiculous. So it is taking out my health quite fast here. We're going to go for that Dazzling Gleam. I was a little nervous. I was like starting to swipe, and I was like, oh yeah, fairy type, just go in a circle. No problem. So we do quite a bit of damage there. If I wasn't able to get that, then I probably would have lost this as well. In comes my Machamp. I don't know why. I think I just forgot to heal it, but yeah, I should have been able to just take it out with just the Machamp here. So in comes my Togekiss again, and then finishing off that Snorlax. So pretty amazing stuff here. Really hoping that they do make the grunts hard like this more often in the future, because I really did enjoy having to actually strategize and picking my team here. Now let me know in the comments if you have been up against one of these as well, because it is kind of ridiculous. But hey, hopefully they'll be taking over gyms soon and having a full team, and you're actually going to have to strategize even more so. But who knows how that's all going to work out. So the prize is going to be a Snorlax here. And that's another reason why you want to get your Purification and your Team Rocket badge up, so you can get more Premier Balls, so that if they are breaking out, you will be able to continuously have more balls to catch them. And with that said, trainers, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'll be keeping you posted. So would you join Team Go Rocket if you are able to with that medallion? It's going to cost $10, but personally, I probably would do so. And with that said, trainers, take care.